What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Florida Panthers NHL 13 franchise mode. Let's jump right into it. Rangers, Panthers in Florida, an Eastern Conference matchup. Here we go.
Between the Florida Panthers and the New York Rangers. New York Rangers numbers in a current run, not too good.
Right, Gary? 4-5-1 in their last 10. They are misfiring.
In on the stick. Gains control, holds it in. There's the shot. Score! And they get that one on the road. An early first period goal.
Richards really needs to see is a tiny bit of twine, and he'll nail it.
They'll go here on the drop of the puck for another quick goal. When you're on the road, you get a 2 or more goal lead, you're in pretty good shape. Oh, yeah! Score! A very opportune goal. That's going to tie it up. Good work. He got that stick on the puck. Takes the shot. He shoots. He scores. Hagelin's wrister. It's a strong shot, and it's to the back of the net.
Gary, goalies try to make themselves big and cover everywhere. He didn't cover low to the stick side.
New York Rangers goal. That's going to put them up, and they're continuing to produce the efforts.
And I've always said that you need a reward for the attack that you bring, and these guys are leading on the shot clock, so they deserve to be ahead.
Connects on that one up the wing. Here's an offensive chance. 3-on-2. Blast of a shot and a great scoring opportunity. Got it all. One-timer effort denied. That had goal marked on it. And the horn sounds ending the first. 2-1 after one. This has been a physical game, but only from one side.
Yeah, that's really puzzling because usually the hits wake up both sides, and in this case, it doesn't happen.
To Stempen. To Huberdeau. To Brendel. Got the chance. Scores! And now we're tied. The Panthers offense is finding a way, taking that puck into the slot, shooting and scoring.
But, I mean, how many guys had a hand in this goal? I mean, it was perfect execution. Everybody that touched the puck passed it perfectly.
Florida's what an enormous goal coming late here in the second.
Well, still enough time for one of these teams to take the lead, so watch for a big push from both sides before the period ends.
Locker save. Loose puck and he gains control of it. There's a point man looking for a little room. In tight chance. Here's the pad. Up the wing he comes. Good pass. Into the offensive zone. 3-on-2. Gaborik. That's how you clear the zone. Long pass. And the second period is over. 2-2 after 2. Watching these players go at it, this is professionalism at its highest level.
Yeah, these guys are playing really well and really hard. I mean, you can't ask for more than what we've seen.
Steppen to Sauer. Receives that one as he heads up the wing side. Great pass. Chance. Scores! That's a really nice wrist shot he just took.
And Gary, we know there's not much room down low to the stick side, but that's where this goalie got beat.
The Rangers scorers have given them a 1-goal lead here in the third.
I can hear the mantra from the coaching staff, guys, get pucks in deep. Don't turn the puck over in the neutral zone.
To Steppen. Good pass to get out of the zone all the way to center ice. In the slot, big chance. Good use, and he scores! And that creates 2 unanswered goals. Rangers' opportunity, as you take a look, came by rushing that puck into that slot area, and once he had the chance, he didn't miss.
I'm not sure what you can do defensively to defend against this. Once the play goes wide, you got to commit wide. Something opens up in the middle. This was just offense beating defense.
That'll keep this offense going. He's got it. Quick shot. Shot scores! And another goal late here in the third period. They are adding insult to injury with that one. Well, you see how quickly that came off the stick? Just snapped that baby home.
And Gary, this was a sweet assist. I'm not sure the goal happens without it.
A draw that he ties off, leaves the puck for his teammate. Feathers that one across the ice to Filatov. On the charge, 3-on-2. Oh, what a blast. It's over. The Rangers got the easy victory.
I would say that is one of the more pathetic games you'll ever want to watch from this Florida Panther team. Jacob Markstrom, I think 4 out of the 5 goals I can confidently say were all his fault. Pitiful. Just an awful, barbarically garbage performance. The Rangers just dominated us from the puck drop to the end of the game. That was just a brutal loss. Now we're going to be simming 2 months ahead until, let's see, Friday, April 11th against the New Jersey Devils. We will stop at March 4th for the trade deadline, then continue simulating. Let's see how this next stretch of game goes for your Florida Panthers. Here we go. Alright guys, change of plans. We did sim to the end of the regular season. We are going to miss the playoffs. At 39-38-4, probably going to get win number 40. I'm guaranteeing victory this game against the Devils. We're 22nd, but we have the Bruins first round pick. And they are the second worst team in the league. I do expect that pick to drop back a little bit before the draft and during the draft lottery. I have my mind set on Bear Emery. I don't think he'll get past 4, which is why getting pick 3 or 4 could mean getting the kid. And I mean, Jonathan Huberdeau has fully broken out. I would be shocked if he wasn't a 90 overall by next season. Filatov, I'd be shocked if he wasn't an 87 or 88. Great seasons from these two, even from Brendel. Eric Branson with a very good year as well. Overall, not an awful year. You know, the goaltending of Ranta really screws us over. 876, Markstrom has a 917, but here we go. The final game of the regular season, April 11th, 2014, Devils, Panthers, game 82 in Florida. Here we go.
organization, there aren't many smiles around here right now.
Nope, they just want to get this over with. The season is gone. They're not going to make the playoffs. Try to regroup and get started next year. So this is a meaningless game for them.
Trips it. Oh, what a shot! Scores! Brendel's windup. Look at the leverage on that slap shot from the high slot area.
Here, how about this guy? He goes for the flashy glove-saving goal and gets nothing.
The Panthers' effort finally results in a goal. They take advantage of it here in this first period.
We'll see if they can hold it. I'm doubting they can.
Through center ice to Zidlicki. Clears into the corner. Up the wing to Filatov. There's a wrist shot. He scores! Shot in that high slot area, and he makes it for a goal.
Here, the goalie coaches will tell you, hold that catching glove high. He didn't hold it high enough.
Offensive rush, 3-on-2 at the point. Shot, score! And with that, there are 3 unanswered goals on the board. Slap shot. He got all of it, and he was in the high slot when he did it.
And with his standing style, maybe the goalie wants to re-examine his thinking on it because that one got by him.
Tied him up in the face-off, left the puck for his winger. Kick save. And that's the end of the first period. 3-zip after 1. Players have done what they've needed to do to keep this game close for both sides. I mean, they played a tough game.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it's almost as if finesse guys need not apply. This is all about the grinders.
Period number 2 underway with a drop of the puck. Fires it. Score! And they cut into the lead. It's 2. Agostini's high slot shot. Boy, that was a good one. A good wrist shot.
And Gary, I'll tell you who deserves as much credit as the goal scorer, the guy that made the pass. Nice assist.
Shot. Stops that puck. Tremendous hit to Tedembi. To Henry. Shot. He shoots. He scores. And there are 2 unanswered goals on the board. The Devils' offense has found a way. They're getting those shots in the slot, and they're not missing.
Gary, I think the defensive guys were probably dizzy just from watching all the passing. What execution.
Good pass, 2 lines. 2-on-2 the other way. There is a quick shot. Nice save. Good opportunity. No way that was going to be intercepted. He moved it out. And we come to the end of the second period. 3-2 at the end of 2. Do you think we can continue to see what's happened so far in this game? And that's a lot of hits.
Gary, I don't think either team wants to let up. I mean, if you do, you're basically giving in to the other team, and it's a battle of will at some point.
Scores! And that one makes it 3 unanswered goals. Kovalchuk's shot find its way in. Take an opportunity. Get one. He did.
I don't know if you can fault the goalie on this, Gary. The shot was just inside the post.
Here's the chance to maybe put this game away. I mean, that goal tied it up, but now you've got momentum and maybe have that team back on their heels.
Without a doubt, they came out of the locker room with a brand new frame of mind.
To D'Agostini from the point. Uses the blocker. Rebound. Scoring chance. He's got an easy save there. Oh, that's a dangerous pass to Huberdeau. In front. Shot. Chance. Scores. He's got a shot in a trick. That's his second. He found the puck in that high slot area and took advantage of it. I mean, he put it on net and ends up scoring.
And Gary, a big thank you from the goal scorer goes out to the assist guy. And what a pass. Nice.
Florida third as Edge is now one to get it early here in the third.
A little bit of daylight. I mean, they prefer it to come with about 4 seconds to go in the period. Now we'll see if they can protect the lead.
And he scores! And with that one, there are 2 unanswered on the board. Filatov snapshot. It's a good one, and it's a goal.
Takes a good shot to beat a goalie, and this one was just inside the post.
Florida Snipers have added another now early in the third up by 2.
Just don't rope it, though. Get another one. I mean, the offensive players want to play. It would be a coaching mistake to tell their offensive guys, pull back and play D.
He'll throw that puck into the wide side as he gets it into the zone. The Devils pull their goalie. They've got the extra skater. Let's see if this is going to work. Shot scores! Zajak's shot came in that high slot area. He got a good one off and he scores.
Well, Gare, with a glove hand, it's all about positioning and reflexes, and he failed on both counts.
To Zidlicki. He's got it again. Long shot, but he got rid of it in a hurry. The Devils' offense now is settled in. We've mentioned this before. These great chances are coming from just outside the slot.
Well, yeah, it's working now, Gary, and defensively, this team knows that it's getting shredded by the perfect passes that they're seeing.
No more offense on that. He was just in the right place and that puck hit him. Decides to let it go to Filatov. Lugs that to center. 2-on-2. Oh, what a shot! Scores! And that's a hat trick. What a night! Well, there's the goal. It's about as easy as it comes.
Yeah, in this case, the shot on goal was all about accuracy.
Campbell. And this game is over. Florida's win tonight will conclude a season they'd probably like to have back.
Yep, you bet. Too little, too late. I mean, they weren't able to put together winning streaks. This win is small consolation for missing the playoffs.
Till we meet again on the hockey trail, I'm Gary Thorne along with Bill Clement. We bid you a good night.
Great win by the Panthers to end the year. You know, a bad season, a big setback from last year. We were 1 point out of the playoffs last season. Now we're going to miss it by like 6. Crazy. You know, another unbelievable choke job. We take a 3-goal lead, we give 3 back, and then we win 6-4. Nikita Filatov with his customary hat trick. We beat the Devils 6-4. Take a look at the stats and standings. And then to end the episode, we will do the draft and free agency next time. Or you know what? We can do the draft this episode and free agency the episode next episode. Huberdeau 89 points, Filatov with 80, Brendel with 56, missed 40 goals by 1. Good season for most of our players. You'll love to see it. Goalies, you know, Ranta, you just suck. Markstrom was okay this year, not bad. Let's take a look at the NHL. The best goalie in the league was Braden Holtby. Looks like he's going to easily win the Vezina. No doubt. Rookie skaters. Let's take a look. Melee, and then it's Bennett and Perreault. Bo Bennett will finish second. Terry, Chason. I saw McKinnon playing. I guess they don't count him as a rookie because this game is just one of a kind brutal. Defense. The Norris Trophy winner is going to be Keith Yandel or Pietrangelo. Either one of these two. Wow, some unlikely names, but one of those guys, probably Yandel. Nearly 20 goals. Looks like he's going to win the Vezina. And Patrick Kane, no doubt, Hart win. Huberdeau, 3rd in league scoring. Filatov, 6th. That is crazy. Brendel, 3rd in goals. Wow. What a season. We missed the playoffs. We will sim up to the 13th of April. Sunday the 13th. Let's see who is going to be matching up in the 2014 playoffs. The regular season has come to an end. I wanted 30 wins. We got 40. There we go. Okay, let's take a look at the 2014 playoff tree. Here it is. So, in the West, Chicago and San Jose, Calgary and Detroit, Phoenix and Minnesota, and St. Louis and Edmonton. In the East, Toronto and Buffalo, Carolina and Ottawa, Rangers and Flyers, and Jets and Capitals. There is the playoff bracket for the 2013-14 Stanley Cup playoffs. We will sim up to, Friday, June 6th to see who takes home the 2014 Stanley Cup. Here we go. It's official. The 2014 Stanley Cup champions are the Toronto Maple Leafs. Wow. For the first time since 1967, they beat the Red Wings in 6 games to win it all. Wow. I had nothing to say. That's just crazy. Awards. Let's take a look because we didn't look last year. Now it's going to be the Leafs. Wild won the Presidents last year. This is for last year. Datsuk, Crosby winning the Hart, Erik Karlsson back-to-back. Kyle Turris, wow. Yakupov wins the Calder. Jonathan Quick back-to-back. Vezina, Marc-Andre Fleury, and the Jennings. Bill Masterton, Robert Regier. Selke to Datsuk. Lindsay to... What? Rocket goes to Ovi, okay. That makes sense. Alright, we will continue simulating here. Where do we want to go? I think right here, the 18th. That feels like a good date to sim up to. Let's see who wins the Calder Cup as well. That's what we're really waiting on. I think we'll get that memo right here. There it is. The Stanley Cup champions in the 2013-14 Season 2 regular season. The Toronto Maple Leafs, the Calder Cup champions, the Charlotte Checkers. Let's keep simming here up to retirement, I think. And then the prospect game. And then it's draft day, folks. Let's see. Come on. Here are the retirements. A healthy amount this year. Rob Scuderi, Scott Hannon, Daniel Alfredson on the Sabres, calls it a career. Wow. That's one of the marquee ones this year. Coyne McDonald, Dominic Moore, Jason Arnott, Sergei Gonchar. Really? I feel like there's going to be someone from our team. Vinny Prospel. Let's see. Yager and Solani and Jovanovski. 3 players retire. Yager and Solani, easy first ballot Hall of Famers, along with Alfredson. A lot of good players retiring from the NHL this year. Crazy to see Saka Koivu, Jamie Lagenbrunner. Marty St. Louis misses out on 1,000 points. He calls it a career after 2013-14. 1 year early. Take a look at goalies. Brian Boucher, Evgeny Nabokov on the Leafs. Chris Mason, Cristobal Huet, and Martin Gerber. They all call it careers. A stacked retirement class here. We are going to save the game and then get to the prospect game in 2014. Here we are, the CHL top prospect games, where all the best prospects in hockey in this year's upcoming draft face off against one another. Last team, I think Team Red was the better team. I don't know if they won, but I'm just going to say they were the better team. Now we take a look at Team White. Leon Draisaitl, William Nylander, and David Pastrnak. That is an absolutely gross first line. Oh my. Second line, Bear Emery, the guy we are really looking at. Robbie Graham and Josh Ho-Sang. Third line, Jake Fortin and Nick Ritchie. And Crash Teratukin. Fourth line, Mark Oliver, Ivan Barbashev, and Matt Revel. That offense, that forward core is crazy good. Fourth line a little weak, but Barbashev definitely makes up for it. And you have Slava Nikitin, I'm going to call him Slava because that's what they usually call Vyacheslav. Jacob, this guy was actually looking at. He's 6'3", and he's an offensive defenseman. We could take him with our 8th or 9th overall pick if we're there, because I think we're guaranteed to have 2 picks in the top 10, maybe even 2 in the top 7. Then you have Brett Cote and Michael Pluntar, Hayden Fleury, and Marcelius Subban. And in net, Thatcher Demko and De Silva. The Whites' defense was bad. The goaltending, of course, Demko is crazy. Then on Team Red, the forward core, Lance Butler, Sam Reinhart, and Victor Lemieux. Sam Bennett, Braden Point, and Philip Gabrick. Third line, Dylan Larkin, Michael Dalcole, and Jared McCann. Fourth line, Martin Reway, Kyle Farrell, and Slater Doggett. Defense, Dallas Law and Aaron Ekblad. Exceptional status. Andrew Tessier and Blake Orban. And then Oliver LeBlanc and Evan Warpley. In goal, Igor Shesterkin. I think Team Red clears again. The defense goes to Team White, the forwards go to Team Red, and the goalies go to Team Red. So let's sim up to the draft. We'll probably actually sim up to the 22nd. I would like to check out the stats from the top prospect game. Let's take a look at that. Jam options, scouting, prospect game, player stats. This is Team Red. Butler, Gabrick, Cole, McCann, and Point. They only had 2 goals. And yeah, this team won. Team White won. There it is. Bear Emery, the guy we want, had an assist. They won 3-2 in this game. Goalies, Demko, 2 goals against. And then 9:43. Shesterkin didn't play. That's absurd. That's where it gets crazy. Here we go. The moment we've all been waiting for. This is it. The 2014 NHL Draft. Here we go. Here we go. It's time for the draft. What picks do we have in this year's NHL Draft? Here it is. The big reveal. We have picks number 3 and 9. LA and Anaheim have the first 2 picks. Okay. I would like to make a trade. Ignore. Who has the 4th pick again? Oh God, who has it? Colorado, I think. I don't want to risk it. What? Ekblad and Draisaitl goes. Okay, we will be getting our guy. And here we go. I'm not going to take the goalie. I'm sorry, Igor. I love you. I can't bring myself to take a goalie 3rd overall. To me, that just seems a little weird. Okay, let's get up to the podium and make our selection. Here we go. Congratulations to the Toronto Maple Leafs organization on winning the Stanley Cup this year. Big congrats to them. Good luck in the future. Thank you for the NHL for hosting us at this beautiful event that welcomes all these young and new talent to this league that will shape the league for years to come. With that in mind, with the 3rd overall pick in the 2014 NHL entry draft, the Florida Panthers are proud to select from the Owen Sound attack of the Ontario Hockey League, Bear Emery. 3rd overall, there it is. Reinhart, Point, Shesterkin went, Nylander goes, because here we go. 9th overall, we're going off the board. Bennett there, Larkin, Dalcole, Virtanen, and there he is. I'm so sorry, Pasternak. I think I accidentally made him medium elite, not high elite. That's crazy, but here we go. We are back again, folks. I hope you are not tired of seeing me this year and last year. You'll be seeing me a lot next year. We all know why. But with the 9th overall pick in the 2014 NHL entry draft, the Florida Panthers are proud to select from the Peterborough Petes, the Ontario Hockey League, Slava Nikitin. That's another great pick in my opinion. You know, two guys that could anchor the defense and be a first-line wing for us. Demko, a lot of great players going. Pasternak to the Penguins. A lot of good players going. There it is. First round is complete. All 30 picks made. Ekblad 1, Draisaitl 2, Bear Emery 3 to round out the top 3 picks. And then Shesterkin to the Avalanche and Reinhart to the Lightning to round out the top 5. Ignore proposed trade. Anaheim. I would like to offer something like this. They say no. Okay, we're screwed here. There's one guy I wanted. I think he's going to go. Meredith Scott. He might have gone last round, though. Did he? He did. It was Kategoriev or whatever his name. We'll make this pick. Let's see who's on the board that's actually good. I'm going to sort by potential. Oh, okay. That makes it so much easier. With the 39th overall pick in the 2014 NHL entry draft, the Florida Panthers select out of Kalpa of the Finnish Elite League, Kasperi Kapanen. We're going to auto the rest of the draft. I don't need to do the later rounds. There we go. That is a great draft for us. You know, no complaints at all. 3 pieces that could very much help us. Let's see how they look in the re-sign phase. All right, guys, we are going to do the re-sign phase this episode, not do free agency or anything else. We'll save that for next episode. So here we go. Bear Emery. 74 overall. He's a power forward. High 4.5, so that basically means high elite. 88's across the board shooting. The speed for someone who is 6'5", 223 is very good. The physical is 5 stars. The defense is 1 star. That's crazy. The puck skills, 95 puck control, 80 passing, 85 deking, and 85 hand-eye. There it is. There's your future franchise piece. And it looks like Ladislav Ovechkin has taken enough of a jump that I think I'm going to be comfortable playing in the NHL next year. Whoa. Filatov did not grow. Huberdeau only went up 1. I don't like that. Could Branson only went up 1 too? We're going to tender him and then offer a contract. All right, 6 years, $4.8 million. I think that's a fair deal. He's going to be a defenseman for us in the future. I'm not saying he's number 1 or number 2 pair. He's going to be a defenseman for us. I could see Kulikov and Gabranson here for the entire of this rebuild. I really could. But I think, once everyone grows, they might be relegated to a bottom pair. Maybe second pair at best. We'll offer that to Kulikov, a 5-year deal. Zach Hom was there, he didn't grow. You know, I'm going to give him a 1-year deal again. 1 year, 3.6, but he might have to go. He really might. Roman Hamrlik, sorry man, you were good for us, you're gone though. Did the defensemen take steps like it was Morrissey and Fedor? They did not take huge steps. Nikitin is unsigned. We're going to have to sign the rookies. Slava Nikitin, 3 years, $8.5 thousand. There we go. Simone Dupre did not go up at all. Not great. Well, I think he went up a little bit. We'll go like that with him. On an easy 3-year deal. Tender you. Who else? We don't need Weaver. We really don't. Markstrom's still an 83. Ranta is a 79. So he can actually be a serviceable backup for us now, which is actually good to see. Who else do we need to sign here? Ooh, Magnus Pajärvi could be playing in our top 9 this year, in my opinion. We'll go like that with him. Quentin Howden dropped to an 80 overall. He's done. I'm trading him. He's being traded away. Marcel Gock is gone. Who else? We need to release all the UFAs because that might screw us out of getting our prospects. You know what? I want to sign George Peros as a locker room guy. You know, this guy could be an AHLer. Who really cares? Who really cares? We'll go like that with him. 2-year deal. Why not? Under $1 million. And there's Bear Emery. There he is, man. 3 years, $900K for the high 4-star. You know, Kirill Kabanov, you need to grow. You really need to grow. I'm giving you top-line time in the AHL. We're also going to re-sign Aaron Ashton. There it is, 1 year. Trocheck went up 1. Who else? Tender. There it is. Paul Bissonnette, Biz Nasty. You got to get him on the squad. He's a must-sign. He really is. Brendan Nash is gone. Who else, really? I don't know anyone that we insanely need to sign back. We'll handle it off camera. We'll see you at the end of the re-sign phase or when our guys get back to us about their new contracts. Okay, Pajärvi accepts the deal. There we go. George Peros says yes. Okay. Kulikov on that 5-year deal. There we go. Lock him up. 6-year deal. Erica Branson. There it is. Aaron Asham. Biz Nasty. Simone Dupre. Zach Hommel on the 1-year deal. Antti Ranta, 3 years at $1 million. Bear Emery. There we go. Nikitin and Kapanen. Come on. Let's keep it going. Advance another day. I don't really know if there's anyone else that we need to take care of. We'll see. If no one signs this day, then, you know, I'll just send the July 1st and we'll end it off right there. We have 16 million cap space. We are now going to sim to the 1st of July. Basically the start of a new year here. Here we go. July 1st, 2014. It's now basically the start of the 2014-15 season free agency. Who do we have? Gabrick, Sedin, Kessel, Girardi, Boyle, Akinla. Wow. This is a stacked class. This is crazy. Who's got the best potential here? Kessel's there. Oh, I definitely signed Chandler Stevenson. No doubt. Who else? Who else can we just sign to be in the system for us? Let's see. Peter Holland, no. No, probably no one else. This free agent class is just crazy. Oozing with talent. That's a crazy word. Oozing. We could get Strawman just on like a cheap deal. There we go. We'll just offer that one to him. Kunitz is also there. The Rangers might lose 2 really good players here. which would be crazy. Who's interested? None. Wow. Goalies. Again, anyone here with good potential? Whitney? Anyone that we know? Like, there could be a few overseas goalies that have played in the NHL. I mean, Stefan Steen is a crazy name. I'll just go for the guy with the highest potential. What was his name again? Brandon Whitney. How old are you? 20? It's like medium French starter potential, basically. I'll sign Marco Cousineau also. In 2 years, $700K. There it is. 2 minor league starting goalies. We'll advance the next day and see if they sign. So Anton Strawman did sign as long as all the other 3 minor leaguers. Teams interested. Who? Colorado for Gabrick. That is crazy. Has anyone signed yet? Signed recently. Overall. LeBlanc, you can't even check. Can you even check? I don't know what teams they would be on. I guess we could just keep simulating. We'll sim up to July 15th to see if any of the big guys sign by then. Wow. Oh my goodness. Henrik Sedin to play with Nathan McKinnon and the Devils. And Marian Gaborik leaves the Rangers to the Oilers to play with Yakupov, Nugent Hopkins, Taylor Hall, Jordan Eberle. Iginla to the Devils too. They're all teaming up. Dallas gets Girardi. Boyle to the Senators. Kessel to the Sabres. He leaves the Leafs to hop across the border. We signed Strawman, of course. Legwand to the Blue Jackets. Stewart also to the Devils. Or pick to the Stars. LeBlanc to the Blues. Wow. Crazy deals here in the offseason of 2014. This will surely reshape the league. We are going to sim up to the middle of September and end the episode there. Short free agency. That's why we're doing it. Let's sim up to September. See how we're looking.